You know what you should do? You should follow me on Twitter at Bromo018. Link in the description. Do it now. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 10 of our Ajax career mode series on FIFA 19. It is Bromo18 here as always, and I'm excited, so excited for the episode that we have got in store today. It is a massive game. It is Ajax versus Utrecht in the semi-finals of the Dutch Cup, and I'm really excited for this. Utrecht, of course, in the league, along with Ajax and two other teams, Feyenoord and Vitesse, all competing for the league title. So this is such an evenly matched game, a real 50-50 challenge, and I'm so excited for it. Hopefully we can come out on top, we can prevail, but before we can get into that game, I first need to show you the two past results we've had since the last episode. And if you haven't checked that episode, then make sure you go and watch that one first before coming on to this one. So we of course finished with the Zwolle game in the final episode, winning 1-0, and then we come into the Fortuna game, and that's also a 1-0 win. We played full strength for this game. Well, I say full strength, you know, we played the players that regularly are pictured in the lineup, and you know, we were okay. We weren't too good. We dominated possession without creating lots of chances, had a couple, but you know, again, we got the win, and that's the most important thing, especially in the business end of the season. You know, so we were able to move on to the next game. A clean sheet is always good. So yeah, that was a positive result, and then we move on to a derby AZ Alkmaar game away, and we won 2-0. Matteo Cassiera and Dusan Tadic on the score sheet. I tell you what, Tadic had a fantastic game. He was the game changer. He was the difference maker in this game, and I would have loved to have played him today actually, but as you'll see in a minute, he's just so knackered. His stamina is drained still, so I'm not going to have to fit him into the team. I made about 8 changes for that AZ game with this semi-final in mind, so it was great to come out on top of that, but as a result, you know, a lot of the players in that game are tired, and that's why I made so many changes for that reason. So yeah, I might as well show you the league table first before we come on to this game. As you'll see, we are top once again, 2 points clear now. Vitesse, of course, if I have a look here, dropped points against Groningen, and then Feyenoord also dropped points. They were drawing a couple of games. Yeah, they drew one there against Willem and another against Vitesse. Vitesse dropped points there as well, and then Utrecht as well. They also lost against Groningen. So Groningen doing us some real favours at the moment, for definite, for sure. And as a result, we're 2 points clear now. But you know, I have to stress this. I cannot emphasise this enough. There's still 8 games to go, and we've got to play a couple of these teams at the top. We've still got to play PSV. We've still got to play Utrecht. We've got some tough games still to come, you know, so we might have to play Vitesse as well, I think. I'll have to check that, maybe not actually, but either way, we've got tough games still to come, and a lot can change. It only takes one loss and we can drop, so yeah, all still to play for in that. But let me now switch your attention onto the team for today, and it is pretty standard what we've been seeing towards the second half of the season at least. Matthias de Ligt is the only issue. He of course played against AZ Alkmaar. He was one of the couple remaining, and as a result, look, as you can see, his stamina is drained, but at the end of the day, I can't not play him. We need him in the side, otherwise I'm going to have to resort to, well, I mean, I don't have another centre back, so he's got to play basically, because obviously Schurz is also tired as well from playing in that game. So yeah, it's a shame about Tadic. I would have liked to have got him into the team, to be honest. I think I'd have put him in for Van der Beek, who's been a little bit off form recently. But of course it wasn't to be. Maybe he can come on. We have views coming on, of course, towards the end of the game if we need him to. But yeah, this is the side we're going to go with today. Hopefully, we can prevail and see ourselves into a cup final, and you know, retain our chances of potentially doing a double this season. But for now, it is time to begin the game against Utrecht. One thing I do need to point out to you guys before we get into it actually very quickly. It was brought to my attention that Arnaud Groeneveld's number was actually 14. And obviously that was the retired number, I do believe, of the late great Johan Cruyff. So obviously someone brought that to my attention and said, you know, make sure you change it. So yeah, I do apologise for that. That was automatically set when he came in and didn't even realise that was his number, to be honest. But yeah, so I've changed that to 11 and changed a couple of other numbers as well here and there. But yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know. But I haven't you know, purposely made that a thing. Just automatically assigned. But never mind. We move on. It's all done now. And now, let's get into the Utrecht game.
This is the heart of the matter of this competition, of course. This for a place in the final. Two very good sides to contest this semi-final here. Moments away from kickoff. Join us for that, and it's live.
This is it then. Can we find our place into the final of the Dutch Cup against our bitter rivals?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of fantastic football along the way. Just hoping for more of the same here.
A low cross into the area.
Oh, he's allowed it to drop to him. Oh, he just dragged it wide. Didn't get the contact, thankfully, but that's a warning sign for us. Got to be more aware. Oh, that is lovely from David Neres. And he's got the pace to burst away here. He's found Groeneveld at the far post. It's bounced to Boadu. Is he offside? I think he is, yes. Oh, that is unlucky. There was actually someone playing him on, but he was an outfield defender. Of course, the goalkeeper comes out. As a result, that's so unlucky, though. Boadu tries to get the shot away off there. Oh, it's a shame, really. But it's promising stuff, though. Groeneveld's bursting into that space. What a ball that is, and what a run. And we've got a brilliant opportunity here. He hasn't got anyone fast enough to keep up with him, and as a result, the attack breaks down. Come on, guys.
I see this is a great chance to go ahead.
Corner swung in. He could cross it from here.
Ziyech, he's got a little bit of time out wide, and he's going to try and feed through Van der Beek, who will go for goal, forces a save.
The goalkeeper on the move and able to cut out the pass. So it's half time.
Right, well, that's half time then. We've had a couple of chances, as have they, to be fair. But, you know, we could have had a few more. We've had plenty of opportunities. Look at De Ligt's stamina. He's absolutely knackered. I'm actually going to change his instructions a bit, change to conservative. Hopefully it preserves his stamina a bit. Time for a sub. Boadu's been really poor. We're going to take him off and bring on Cassiera. See if he can give us any signs of improvement.
It's off the ball, but not a bad effort.
Here's Bayerbeck. And a crack! Oh.
Wow, blimey, that was a good opportunity. They're not actually going to show the replay. That came out of nowhere.
Good position.
Time for another substitution. We'll take off Van der Beek this time. We'll put Ziyech out onto his role because he's got high work rate, and then we'll bring on Dusan Tadic to play in that Ziyech role. Right, well, that means it's going to be extra time. Unfortunately, we could have done without that, to be honest, with a game in a few days' time. It's annoying, but we've got to go on with it. We just haven't been good enough today. We haven't had that quality. A lot of times the final ball has been poor, the final pass. Just our work in the attacking third in general. It's just been disappointing, really. And as a result, we go into extra time. Oh, he spotted Neres, and he's got space, and he's going to run into it. It's Route 1 stuff, but it sends him through. David Neres now. We've got a brilliant opportunity. Lays it off to Cassiera. There's the goal. There is the goal. Finally, it comes from Route 1 stuff. The left back has bombed forward, trying to overlap on the attack. We've won the ball, and all of a sudden Neres has that space, and he spotted it. He runs in behind. We send him. It's about an 80-yard through ball, and as a result he can run in, lays off Casiera, who's found himself a good position, a good spot in the box, and he only has to tap it in with his with his left foot, and I thought he would mess it up somehow, but we may just get away with this. Still 8 minutes to go though, and it is going to be a long 8 minutes, I will say.
Opened the scoring, 1-0 here.
I spotted Neres in space again, and he's found him. What a ping that is. What an absolute ping. And David Neres can finish it. Oh, erratic.
But he played it wide.
And there it is, full time, and we are in the final of the Dutch Cup. What a win that is. We've done it the hard way. We've had to go through extra time, but thankfully we get away with it, and we come away with a place in the final, and that's one that we can add to look forward to, an extra game on the list, and certainly an extra episode. But the players, as tired as they are, and they're absolutely knackered, and I envisage that we will need to make a couple of rotational changes for the next game. As a result, as tired as they are, they've battled, and we have come away with a massive victory. What a statement, what a win. And wow, we don't do it the easy way. Thankfully, we've done it, and that is all that matters. We're going to find out now, as the game is played, I think the next day, who we're going to get in the final. So I'm going to simulate ahead, and then we shall find out. Right, so guys, you've joined me. We're on the calendar. I haven't checked yet. We're going to have a look who it is now. There it is, PSV in the final, and it comes at a horrible time for us. Got to say, we've got a bit of fixture congestion there, and we're going to have to, we're going to have to do some sort of rotation. Unless we just go with tired players, that's something we're going to have to think about. But we've got a few games until then, but PSV twice in 1 month actually. It's going to be a tough run to the end of the season. Still got Utrecht as well, end of the year. We do actually have to play Vitesse, as we're saying. So yeah, we've got a tough run coming up, and I hope you're all going to join me for that as we make our push for the final 2 trophies. Thankfully, it is international break now, so hopefully the players won't be as tired as I thought they might be when we return. That game will be FC MM. We're going to miss out these 2 games, and then we're going to show a PSV game. So it's a big one, and hopefully you're all going to join me for that. But for now, it is time to round this episode off there. If you've enjoyed it, then do be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more regular gaming content. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter using the Twitter handle @Bromo018. The link is in the description down below. And on that note, I'm Bromo18, and I'll see you soon.